Welcome to another exciting episode of Gen Next TV. I am your host, Aaron Grider, and we are coming off a fantastic Acceleration pay-per-view event, live event, and we are starting it off right now this week with Andrew Reed taking on Jacob Torrence in what should be quite an interesting contest. We've seen Andrew Reed here a couple times. Jacob Torrence and his tag team partner Kellen Craven together, they're Outlast. They are coming off a phenomenal TLC match, which we're going to get into that here in just a second, as the team of CM Squared were able to get the win over Outlast and the team of Nate Gnarly and Pompano Joe. However, what we really need to talk about is the fact that there was a little controversy in this TLC match. There was a gentleman, and I do use that term loosely, who came out and sprayed what appeared to be Lysol or some sort of substance into the eyes of Nasty Nate Gnarly, as it looked like he was going to get the win. Well, for anyone that was in attendance at the live event in Cynthiana at Acceleration, or really anyone that can see the video, it is clear that this masked man was Tommy Benjamin. That's right, the man that Nasty Nate Gnarly chased out of Gen Next Pro Wrestling by virtue of his victory over Drew Dillinger a couple of months ago. So Tommy Benjamin is now claiming that he is a Southern gentleman, the ultimate professional. And the masked man's name is Franklin Bernard. But like I said before, it is clearly Tommy Benjamin. It is not a new manager. This is not some stranger that we've never seen before. It is clear that it is Tommy Benjamin, and he is out for revenge. He helped CM Squared get the win, helped them take out Nasty Nate Gnarly. We're not sure the extent of Nate's injuries and if he will ever be back or when he will be back. We will try to get some word to you when we do find out what is going on with Nasty Nate Gnarly. But for now, Tommy Benjamin is out for revenge. He is out to, in his mind, right the wrongs that saw him get out of Gen Next Pro Wrestling in the first place. So it will be interesting to see how that develops. And part of that revenge tour will take place tonight, as Tommy Benjamin leads CM Squared to take on the team of the Native Sons, DC and Kimba, a team that Franklin Bernard, Tommy Benjamin, whatever you want to call him, feels like that team turned their backs on Tommy Benjamin. So we will see how that transpires. But again, that is not all that we have to cover from Acceleration. We got plenty more to talk about, including the huge main event, Ultimate Survival main event that we had in the steel cage. We'll talk about that, as Victor Vargas was able to retain the Gen Next Pro Heavyweight Championship. But we've got some upcoming action you want to make sure you get your tickets for. You want to get your tickets in Ashland, Kentucky, August the 18th. We're going to be at the fairgrounds in Ashland, Kentucky for that show, which is sure to be a great night of action there. Also, coming up in September, Gen Next TV. We're going to have a very, very special episode for you. It's going to be called Unmatched, and it will be free It will be a major live pay-per-view quality type event that you will get for free here on GenNext TV. Absolutely free. It will be a major blockbuster event, just like our live shows, just like shows that have aired on our Patreon. GenNext bringing you the best action we possibly can, and it will be in September. It will be GenNext Pro Wrestling Presents Unmatched, and we'll have details on that in the next few weeks. But right now, we've got Andrew Reed taking control on Jacob Torrence. Like I said, I don't know what kind of shape Jacob is in after that TLC match. Oh, a beautiful moonsault, but Jacob moved out of the way. There was nobody home for Andrew Reed. And now Jacob Torrence has got to try to take advantage of that. What's he going up top for? And he missed a moonsault of his own. Both guys taking high risk, and both guys now paying for it as they both missed their moonsaults. Now it's got, double crossbody. And again, we have so much to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned just a moment ago, Victor Vargas is still your GenNext Pro Heavyweight Champion. However, two of the men that were in that match were upset that they weren't able to get the victory, that they weren't able to get that championship. They both feel like they deserve one-on-one rematches. So tonight in our main event here on GenNext TV, it's going to be Brawler Morrison going one-on-one with Zodiac in a huge main event tonight on GenNext TV. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at GNextPro. Like us on Facebook, Generation Next Pro Wrestling. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Patreon. Join our Patreon at patreon.com. I'll get it right sooner. Patreon.com/GNPW is where you can find us on Patreon. Oh, beautiful bridge. Andrew Reed trying to get himself a big win here at GenNext Pro Wrestling. As like I said earlier, we're not entirely sure what the condition is of Jacob Torrence. As you know, TLC matches take a lot out of you physically. Oh, what a beautiful Hurricane Rana. Nice move. Could that be it? And Jacob Torrence getting a big win here at Generation Next Pro Wrestling over Andrew Reed. And we'll be back with more action here in just a few moments on GenNext TV.
Get what you want without getting tied down. You're in control at Rent-A-Center with no long-term commitment and no credit needed. Right now, get an Ashley Sofa Chase or an LG 65-inch Smart TV. Your choice, just $19.99 a week at rentacenter.com.
Oh, it sure was a shame of what happened to Nasty Nate Gnarly at Acceleration. But let me introduce myself. I am Franklin Bernard, a Southern gentleman, but most importantly, a professional. And right here is Cameron Saturn, Gaston LaRue, CM Squared, but you can call them my boys. Oh yeah.
Hold on. You can drop the stupid act. We know it's you underneath that bag.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're in the same suit that the Lowers are.
What are you talking about?
See, look, it doesn't matter who you are. We know Tommy Benjamin.
What does matter is that we want one more match with CN Squared. Give us one more chance.
As much as we love to give you a lesson from the book of wrestling, the tag team book of wrestling that we wrote, our man's got a match out.
That's right. Oh, yeah. With the Native Sons, baby. So we're a little busy. You guys can scooch to the back of the line, right?
We're gonna take it from over there.
Yeah.
$5 pop.
Yep.
Over there!
We'll be looking for $10 boys.
See you guys.
Welcome back to Generation Next TV, and we've got a interesting clash of styles here, as it's going to be Freddie Hudson taking on the very angry, very upset Drew Dillinger. And as you can see, there's definitely a size discrepancy between the two. There is a different mindsets between the two. So these two could not be any more different in terms of the way they approach matches, approach their careers. And Freddie Hudson, as you see there, is going to have to try to stick and move a little bit. But Drew Dillinger is upset that he didn't leave Acceleration as the champion. And he has made it well known that he's going to cause nothing but destruction and leave a path of broken bodies in his wake until he gets what he thinks is rightfully his, that Gen Next Pro Heavyweight title, which is the richest prize in Gen Next Pro Wrestling. It's what everybody's fighting for. It's what everybody wants. And so we shall see what Drew Dillinger can do here against Freddie Hudson. And again, Freddie is giving up some size, giving up some weight. But we'll see if he can overcome it against a very motivated Drew Dillinger coming out of that big main event at Acceleration. For those of you that joined us in Cynthiana, Kentucky, we thank you for joining us. If you haven't already, tickets are on sale now for our return date in Cynthiana, Kentucky on Saturday night, October the 2nd. We come back to Cynthiana, Kentucky for another live event, and it's going to be Desire. Again, that is October 2nd, Cynthiana, Kentucky. Generation X Pro Wrestling presents Desire. And be sure to get your tickets as they are on sale now. We also have another exciting event coming up August the 18th, Ashland, Kentucky. It's going to be at the Ashland Fairgrounds for more exciting Generation X Pro Wrestling action. So be sure, if Generation X Pro Wrestling is in your neck of the woods, make the trip, make the travel. Oh, what a beautiful slam by Drew Dillinger. And do not miss this exciting Gen Next Pro Wrestling action. Follow us on Twitter at GNextPro. Like us on social media, Generation Next Pro Wrestling on Facebook. And then patreon.com/GNPW. And with all of that, you will be able to keep tabs on all the great action happening here at Generation Next Pro Wrestling. A few moments ago, we heard from CM Squared and Franklin Bernard, aka Tommy Benjamin, who again is not fooling anyone with that mask of his. He can tell everyone all day long all he wants that his name is Franklin Bernard, but it is clearly Tommy Benjamin. And he will lead that team of CM Squared here in a little bit as they're going to take on the Native Sons, the team of DC and Kimba, which have had their share of problems with Tommy Benjamin. And we will see how that transpires. But right now, Drew Dillinger has got Freddie Hudson down and trying to keep him on that mat, keep using his size, but Freddie using some quickness here. Obviously not looking to get stomped by big bad Drew Dillinger. Oh! Drew went with a splash and Freddie moved right out of the way. And this could be that opportunity that Freddie Hudson needs to take control, to take advantage, to use that quickness, use that agility. Once again, Freddie trying to be quick, trying to move, duck under those swinging blows. Fighting as hard as he can, trying to take down this monster of Drew Dillinger. Oh, Freddie on the ropes. Oh! He went for a cutter, and Drew is right back up and just nailed him with a spear. And that's it. Freddie Hudson is done for. Drew Dillinger keeps his path of destruction going here at Gen Next Pro Wrestling.
For the last 20 years, I've dedicated my life to professional wrestling to get where I am today. For the last 5, I have shaped and molded professional wrestlers all over the country. And that is exactly what I'm doing in Cynthiana, Kentucky at Legends Pro Wrestling Academy, 101 Hingston. What took me 20 years to achieve has become my goal to make a fraction of the time for your success. Email me now, legendsprowrestlingacademy@gmail.com. Send that message, make that dream a reality. Let's knock out the wrestling business together today.
Welcome to Vigilante. 80, so don't you ask me. I'm like the Sandy exhibit all over the strip. Freddie said when I'm moving, I'll probably shoot.
Welcome back to Generation Next TV, and we got tag team action. CM Squared coming off that big, albeit controversial win at Acceleration, taking on the team of the Native Sons, DC and Kimba. And as you see at ringside, there is Franklin Bernard again, not fooling anyone. It is Tommy Benjamin with a can of Lysol that he used to help CM Squared get the win at Acceleration. And we're not sure what's going to happen with Nasty Nate Gnarly or what his injuries might be. But right now the Native Sons are in firm control. Taken down. That could be it. Not quite. Gaston LaRue showing his toughness, getting his shoulder up. Definitely not the start CM Squared was hoping for. We also saw a little bit of a confrontation with CM Squared and Outlast, and it doesn't seem like CM Squared is too eager, is probably the best way to say it. It doesn't look like they're too eager to get in the ring with Outlast. And with as motivated as Outlast appears to be these days, I can't really blame them. And Tommy Benjamin is on the kind of a revenge tour. Again, he's calling himself Franklin Bernard. We know it's not, his name is not Franklin Bernard. We know it's Tommy Benjamin. So hopefully sooner or later that will get sorted out. But right now, CM Squared is in control. And they have been on quite a roll since coming to Gen Next Pro Wrestling. And so they are definitely looking to maintain that momentum. They come, like I said, they come off that big win at Acceleration in the TLC match. Now they're looking to get another win here against the Native Sons. And now they've got a manager at ringside, Tommy Benjamin. Again, I know that's not what he's calling himself, but it's Tommy Benjamin. And now CM Squared working over Kimba in the corner. That is not where you want to be if you're Kimba, that's for sure. And keep in mind, fans, as I mentioned earlier, coming up in September, we're going to have a free Gen Next TV special. It's going to be a big-time pay-per-view quality event that's going to be happening for free here on Gen Next TV. You will not want to miss it. More details will be coming in the next few weeks. The name of the event is going to be Unmatched, and it is going to be here on Gen Next TV, and it will be free, and we will give you the details on that in the next couple of weeks. Also, make sure to get your tickets. October the 2nd, we return to Cynthiana, Kentucky for Generation Next Pro Wrestling's Desire. Also, get your tickets for August the 18th in Ashland, Kentucky. Gen Next Pro Wrestling goes on the road to Ashland, Kentucky. So make sure to get your tickets and come see Generation Next Pro Wrestling. CM Squared doing a great job of cutting off the ring and trying to keep Kimba from the big man, keep him away from DC. And CM Squared obviously not happy that the referee was trying to keep DC out of the ring. But he's just doing his job. But it also allowed Cameron Saturn to do some nefarious tactics behind the ref's back. On his feet on the ropes, but the ref clearly saw that one. As we've seen before, even though they say that they play it by the book, CM Squared is not afraid of breaking each and every rule that is put in front of them. I don't think they've ever met a rule that they didn't break. And right now they are in clear control of Kimba and doing a really good job of cutting off that ring and keeping him away from DC. Tag, and here comes Cameron Saturn. Gaston LaRue's got to get out of there, though. Knocking out DC, knocking into DC. He didn't knock him out, but he definitely knocked into him. And DC is pacing back and forth on the ring apron, clearly anxious to get in this match. And CM Squared, though, has no desire of letting him get in. Oh, he's charging. Oh, what a beautiful high impact move. Like I said, Kimba has got to get to his corner. But CM Squared has no desire to let that happen. Expertly cutting off the ring. Him is showing some fight, showing some toughness. Oh, what a beautiful kick. Could that be the opening that Kimba needs? There comes Big Man. One of CM Squared's got to get out of there, but right now DC's on a roll. It may not even matter. Oh, he got caught. Beautiful fall away slam. And Franklin Bernard on the outside, clearly not happy with how things are going right now. We still got both members of CM Squared in there though. Got to at least get one of them out, but DC is well on his way to finish him off. Here comes Kimba. Oh, wait a minute. Come on. What is Franklin? Oh, here comes Outlast. And Franklin Bernard is getting pulled away. Wait a minute. Oh, and CM Squared steal one. Here on GenNext TV. All the chaos. CM Squared gets the big win. We'll be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to GenNext TV, and the main event hasn't even gotten into the ring yet. Brawler Morrison and Zodiac, they didn't even wait for the bell, they didn't even wait to get in the ring, they're just going after each other, fighting on the outside here, and finally, they're in the ring, and now we can get the match officially started. Neither one of these guys are happy after the events of Acceleration, where Victor Vargas was able to retain the Generation Next Pro Heavyweight title. Zodiac's not happy as Brawler Morrison was the one to eliminate him. Both of these guys want one-on-one rematches for the title. Both still want that championship. So that's going to have to get sorted out over the next few weeks, as these guys have had problem after problem after problem with each other, and they're trying to settle it tonight in our big main event. And we are keeping things rolling here at Generation Next Pro Wrestling. We are not resting as we go to Ashland, Kentucky on August the 18th. And then we return to Cynthiana, Kentucky, October the 2nd for Desire. So be sure to get your tickets for Desire in Cynthiana, Kentucky on October the 2nd. Make sure to join us in Ashland, Kentucky on August the 18th. And keep your eyes peeled as Generation Next TV presents a free pay-per-view quality event, Unmatched, which will be coming your way in September, and we'll have more details on that in the next few weeks. But right now, Brawler Morrison has effectively tried to wear Zodi down, working that leg, but Zodi's showing some fight of his own. Both these guys are big, they're mean, they're tough. They'll do whatever it takes to get a big, big win. And now Brawler working over Zodiac on the middle rope there. As we've seen before, Brawler is not afraid of taking any chances that he can, of breaking any rules that he can. Oh, firing some chops. Zodiac firing back, firing up a little bit. And now he's got Brawler reeling, and that's the one thing you do not want. You do not want Zodiac to get that momentum going, because once he gets that momentum going, he can be tough to stop. Oh, but he got his leg caught, and then Brawler firing a hard forearm. And again, these guys trying to settle their differences, and everyone fighting for position for that Generation Next Pro Heavyweight title held by Victor Vargas, who asked for everybody. He asked for all of his contenders. He got them, and he remained victorious, and still your Gen Next Pro Heavyweight Champion. But right now, what's Zodiac going for? Beautiful Russian leg sweep. And he's got Brawler on his back, on his heels, looking around, wondering what's going on. Uh-oh, Zodiac setting up for that heart punch. No, Brawler ducks. Oh, he's got that choke locked in. Wait a minute, here comes Drew Dillinger, and he spears them both. And we got nothing settled. We got chaos. As we go, we'll see you next time on Gen Next TV.